what exclusive sell-side representation means. So in the investment banking or M&A advisory world, you'll often hear the phrases sell-side advisory or buy-side advisory. And what's the difference of that really? And so sell-side advisory is the representation of companies, of ownership, of executives of a business in their objectives of either selling their business or seeking capital. Buy-side representation, on the other hand, is typically the representation of a private equity firm or other acquirer or capital provider in a business. And so our business, we're exclusively sell-side representation, and the purpose of today's video is to explain the importance of that. So you will see some companies or firms representing both, doing sell-side and buy-side advisory. It's always been our experience that it creates or imputes a certain conflict of interest. So from our perspective, when we represent a company, its executives, its ownership in seeking capital or seeking a optimal acquirer, we want to be completely unbiased as to who we show the opportunity to, who we further pursue the opportunity with, who we negotiate with, how we negotiate with them, and ultimately we want the final outcome, whether that be an acquisition or capital, to be the best for our clients. End of, simple as that. So a prime example of this is finder's fees. So if you go on many private equity firms' websites, they'll often indicate that there's a finder's fee for people who bring them an opportunity. And really, there's nothing malicious in this. Oftentimes it's for, say, executive of business A golfs with executive of business B. She or he recommends B to private equity firm, and if that consummates ultimately in a transaction, there may be a 1% or 2% finder's fee paid to that party. Take different structures, but that's the general concept. However, oftentimes intermediaries, whether that be investment banks, M&A advisory firms such as ourselves, will often seek and receive these finder's fees. And it's that issue that we think creates somewhat of a moral hazard in the situation. For instance, if there's 3 companies that are looking to acquire a business, 2 of them will pay a finder's fee, 1 of them will not pay a finder's fee, and the 2 that will pay a finder's fee, let's say they're different, one is bigger than the other. So if all other terms are roughly the same, show me an incentive and I'll show you an outcome, was the old Charlie Munger quote, who would an intermediary be more likely to push the company or client in a direction? More consideration to the fact that if the intermediary has some of these buy-side firms as clients already, or is representing some of those firms, whether in the same transaction or in different transactions, who are they more likely to show the deal to? And so that's the problem that we avoid in any situation that we partake in. We are purely sell-side representation. We represent the company, ownership, its executives in finding capital and finding the acquirer. We're not looking to make friends with those parties, although we do work diplomatically and respectfully in the process, and we never take a finder's fee. If we're ever offered a finder's fee in a situation, we simply tell the buyer or the capital provider, whatever you were planning on giving us, add it to the purchase price. We want to show our client every situation, apples to apples, across all variables, in such that the ultimate path we take with our clients is the best one for their objectives, bar none, irrespective of any other variables. This isn't the most complicated or granular concept. However, it's a very important one. When you're going out to seek the exit or capital for your business, you should really be working with companies that are purely representing you, that are going to zealously advocate for your interests and have no other bias in mind, no other objectives, no other incentives, no other motivations other than finding the best result for you. That's our objective every day. We have no bias. We have no deference to any one acquirer or capital provider. The only thing we want to do is find the best outcome for our clients in every situation, period, end of. So that's a thought for today. The meaning and the value of exclusive sell-side representation. Hope the week's going well for everyone. Keep pushing forward. God bless. We'll see everyone next time.